I have a question. How many of you have grown up in a single parent household? Okay. Now, how many of you have known someone to grow up in a single parent household? I would like to inform you all about the significance in growing up in a household of two parents. Not only will this speech cause awareness, but it will also state ways of prevention. Raising a child in a single-parent household could not only be stressful to an adult, but it can be stressful to a child as well. The household that a child is raised in may shape the perception of the world around them. Over the past few generations, the tendency to stay together because of a child has significantly decreased, and the tendency of divorce and separation has significantly increased. We need to start putting the welfare of our children before our own. A single-parent household is affecting society in a negative way, and people should start taking steps to prevent the emotional suffering of their children. By doing research about the effects of single parenting, the way it may have effect on a child, the parents can discover the ways of coping with their differences. This is imperative to our youth of the next generation. If the next generation without guidelines, children believe it is normal to give up on something when it does not go their way. A positive would be bonding. Development of close bonds with parents can be one big positive effect of single parenting. The increase of time being spent with a child. Single parenting involves looking after the child's requirements alone, which amounts to a large time being spent with the child. If the parent is successful in turning these moments into bonding sessions, it would create a permanent goodwill and strong relationship between the parent and child. Growth of a child socially. Single parents usually seek assistance from friends, from relatives, or from colleagues, or maybe even their neighbors, to raise their children, all by themselves, especially babies and toddlers. This empowers them to be social and also understand people's various natures. Some negative statistics about single parenting. Births to unmarried women. In 2004, births to unmarried women reached a record high of 1.5 million births. The birth rate in 2004 was of 46 births per 1,000 unmarried women, ages 15 to 44, the poverty line. In 1995, nearly 6/10 children living with mothers only were near the poverty line. 69% by never married mothers lived in or near the poverty line, which was $13,003 for a family of 3 in 1998. Chemical dependency. 75% of children in chemical dependency hospitals were in single-parent families. Single parenting may also lead to incarceration, death, suicide, and also teen pregnancy. An example of positive of single parenting: a girl growing up with their mother or a boy growing up with their father. From personal experience, I have 2 nieces being raised by one mother. She works 2 jobs just to support them both. Child support does not pay enough. If the parents were together, this would lessen the burden on one parent, and it would also leave both children with a father who would help raise them and show them how they should be treated by a man. A negative: a child may not know how to be in a committed relationship with a partner for a long period of time. If a girl or a boy is being raised by a parent of the same sex, they may not grow up in a household to where they see their father treating their mother correctly or their mother treating their father correctly. This may lead to abuse. They may want to run away, or they may seek attention of the opposite sex in negative ways. There are ways of prevention. Before giving up, you should try counseling. Receive a consultation from a stranger about the situation and try to resolve the issues and see what the sources are. Many ways of prevention, including counseling, contraceptives, and also research. I believe that we may reduce the rate of single parenting if we educate future parents and also pay attention to more children's needs rather than our wants. Thank you. Are there any questions? Yes.
What is your personal viewpoint on single parenting?
My personal viewpoint on single parenting, my sister is a single parent. I believe in some ways it may be good. I believe that it also makes a child stronger and it makes their drive more to succeed because they may have seen their mother or father struggling to pay the bills or going through different relationships, and also with different parents going on in lives, it may lead to different people, the child seeking someone other than the mother or the father for consultation. Any other questions? Yes.
How do you feel your sister being a single parent impacted your life?
I believe it showed me ways of trying to keep the household together. I believe it also showed birth control, preventative ways of not having a child so early, of trying to wait or trying to go to counseling, just try different ways before just giving up on a relationship. If it's not that bad, then I believe you should try different ways before you give up. Yes.
Do you really believe that the preventative measures that you talked about earlier will really decrease the rate of single parenting?
I do believe it would decrease the rate of single parenting. Like in Hollywood, divorces and separation, they're very common. I don't believe a lot of people take marriages seriously as they did in past generations. I believe there are reasons that you may have to go become a single parent, but I believe there are preventative measures such as counseling and doing research and educating yourself on single parenting before taking that big step on their own. Any other questions? Thank you.